Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, it's the MOE, yeah, that show. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the name of Simo. To the left of me, on this amazing episode, we're gonna talk business, brands, and entrepreneurship. I got Simone, ladies and gentlemen, the network event curator, the visionary. And also, too, when we first met, it was at I was at her previous event. It was at the Entrepreneur Experience,
Yes, sir.
where she held it down, had a packed house. When I say packed, you can even sit next to nobody on the table without touching their thighs. A packed house, amazing speakers, and she spoke herself and just got everybody sharing Instagram, sharing contacts, and business done. So thank you for coming on the Dope Hangout, Simone. How are you?
Yes, I am fantastic. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. Another day, just trying to stay excellent.
I love it. Ooh, and your black is excellent. Okay. Yes.
Thank you, as is
And I love the
yours.
visionary.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 'Cause it's my bio, right? As we know, which I forgot it was there. But now that you reminded me, the way you said it make it sound sexy.
Yeah, the way we roll all the time. Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you. The way we roll all the time.
yeah.
I like my
I love
talking voice like this sometimes,
that.
just nice and smooth. But yes, I do want to jump into right away the biggest reason why we're here, because Simone has another event coming up on April 1st, ladies and gentlemen, and that's called the Black Excellence Expo.
Yes, the Black Excellence Expo. So we are spinning the block again for
Mhm.
another event. This is going to be for all the Black entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs. You don't even have to own a business,
Mm.
right? Because my whole goal and vision is if you're even interested in business, because I remember before I started getting into entrepreneurship and things like that, I
Mhm.
didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't know
Right.
what networking was. I didn't know where to start. And I would always feel intimidated when I would walk into these events. Everybody would be suited and booted in these ties, and they would be making millions of dollars, which is great. But I'm over here sitting in the corner like, I'm not making that much money. I don't even have my own business yet. So my whole vision is just to create a space and an environment where Black entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs can come together, learn, connect, network, and really just vibe. So April 1st, 6 to 9 p.m. It's going to be a vibe. And you mentioned the last one was packed out. We're
Yeah.
intentional because if you're thigh rubber with somebody,
Mhm.
you probably want to talk to them, right? Like it's kind of awkward to thigh rub with somebody and not talk. So
Yep. Yep.
but yeah,
9 times out of
excited.
10.
And exactly. So it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be super fun, and I'm excited, super excited.
And also, you guys can follow her at Simone.says with a Z.
Mm-hmm.
And Eventbrite.com is where you can find tickets to the Black Excellence Expo. There's early bird tickets, which I took advantage of, and there's also tickets where it's a VIP type of area. If I saw that correctly, let the people know what they can get.
Yes, that's a
Yeah,
great
with those tickets.
question.
With
So
those
with
tickets.
VIP, it's essentially we're gonna have section where you can get a bottle, right? Because we want to make this an event where, of course, you're coming to learn, but also we gonna have some drinks too. Because at the end of
Let's
the
get
day,
it.
we want to have a great time, right? So
Yeah.
the VIP section, you'll be able to bring a few people with you with that one ticket, have a bottle, have a special section for you, and it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have a DJ, so you already know the vibes is gonna be jumping.
Hell
So it's
yeah.
gonna be great.
Same DJ from first event.
We're switching it up. We're
Okay.
switching it up.
Okay.
We gonna
I was
switch it up.
I know I was gonna say he's playing some great music, but I was gonna say tell him to turn the music down this time.
Yeah, yeah. Like we want to hear each other. You know what I'm saying? We
Tell
over
him to turn
here
the music
yelling
down
in each other's
just
ear.
a touch, my G, just a touch. I know you going hard right now. It was
Say y'all gonna hear this mix
yeah.
today, okay? Look.
But it was still fun. I met a lot of
Thank you.
amazing people and people that I've bought things from till this day.
That's
You know what I'm
dope.
saying? So it was really dope. And my first question for you today, let's
Ooh.
break this thing down, right?
Okay.
So we've already talked about what the Black Excellence Expo is going to be and consist of. Now,
Mhm.
to you, tell me your definition of Black excellence. When you
Mm.
walk in the room.
Ooh, that's a really good question. I feel like a big part of Black excellence is number one, knowing who the heck you are,
Mm,
right? Because I feel like a lot of times people don't, and I honestly don't keep it a bean with y'all, keep
mhm,
it a stack. I feel like I only recently started to realize how powerful my melanin was, how
mm,
powerful my culture was, right? Because we may not necessarily practice, African, necessarily cultures and traditions and things like that if you take it way back to the roots, but we still have culture, right? We are the trendsetters for a lot of almost all these different things that we see
Yeah.
everybody doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're so powerful, we're so creative, we're so intelligent. So realizing who it is you are, realizing this may sound cheesy, but realizing who your ancestors are, where you come from, and realizing that nobody can do it like you. You know what I'm
Real
saying?
talk.
People are out here getting lips that look as, I mean, my lips ain't that big, so maybe I'm not the example. But people are out here getting lips that look like ours. You know what I'm saying?
They
People are out
still
here.
they still luscious.
They a little juicy.
They still luscious.
Oh, thank you, the little juicy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got that on camera, all right? And run that back. So, people are getting their lips to look as big as ours. They're getting their bodies to have the butts as big as ours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
They're trying
I
to be
feel
us.
like they really are. They really are.
Listen,
We the
call a spade
blueprint.
a spade. You know?
We the blueprint. Let's
Yeah.
be real. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like Black excellence is knowing who you are, and then the next step is doing something about it. Putting your blackness out there, right? Is it educating other Black folks? Is it, collaborating, which is the goal with the events that I do, collaborating with other Black folks to build something big? Because I feel like a lot of times people always cry about the system that wasn't built for us. The system wasn't meant for us. We have all these, oppressors and this, and that, which is true. Like, let's not get that. The system wasn't built for us. But we
Yeah.
got to stop complaining about it and do something about it.
Yeah, 1000%.
So I feel like that's Black excellence.
Okay.
Knowing who you are and doing something about it.
Okay, I love that. And that's
Yeah.
1000% because we are survivors, right? Like how you
Mhm.
said, let's go back to our ancestors. We
Mhm.
are survivors.
We
So
are.
so you know what I'm saying? We know how to get things done to survive.
Mhm.
But I'll say this as well. There was a conversation that we had about
Mm.
just getting the snowball effect going of community. We can have
Yes.
Black's excellence individually, but what about our community? You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times people, especially Black people, don't want to support that other Black entrepreneur, you know what I'm
Talk
saying,
about
or the
it.
other Black business. They'll support it on the gram, on the
Mhm.
TikTok, repost it. Cool, but have you actually went there and bought something yet, or are you just
Exactly.
capping for the likes right now?
Mm.
How will the Black Excellence Expo really? Do you think community can form from this?
I do, and I've already started to kind of see. So, for example, from the last event that I did, shout out to I think it's like the Las Vegas. They're the only company out here that has all like a full Turo fleet, and so they
Okay,
came out.
okay.
I think you actually met them at one of
Yeah,
the events.
I did. He
Um,
spoke.
oh no,
No, that was a
not that
Turo
guy.
goat.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
other company, and so essentially, it's yes, the Teslas, and they ran. It's a couple that runs
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, I
and
think one guy's name was Kevin
yeah,
and his
yeah.
wife. Kevin and his wife. Kevin, holla at me, man. I
What's
got
up?
my B&B up and running, man. I text you. So I need the Teslas to come to my crib because
Yeah.
as you were gonna say it before I really shout it out. He got the Teslas and he
Yep.
also partners up with B&B. So if you buy a Tesla from him, he
Mhm.
can get you a price on the B&B, etc.
Oh, that's dope.
But
See,
yeah.
look, and he was just telling me, he was like, "Oh, now I've got this person renting out my cars and things like that."
Yeah.
So I feel like and I've only done 2 events so far like this, but I feel like I already start to see people pair up and connect and collaborate.
Hell yeah.
Long term, I do see a community, and that's
Mhm.
actually something that I'm currently trying to work on now. Is okay, we have these fantastic events that happen, every so often, and now the
Yeah.
goal is to start doing them every month. But it's like, okay, well, what's next?
Mhm.
Right? And I actually made a post about this. I think it was probably like a month or so ago, talking about we go to all these different events, we network, we collaborate, we share our story and all these different things, but what comes out of it? And I
Mhm.
feel like that's really the next step. I feel like we can do it,
Yeah.
but are we going to stop being ignorant enough to make it happen? That's the real question. But
Time will tell.
time will
Are
for
we gonna
sure
buy a
tell.
lot of land in Vegas and open up businesses?
That's what we need to do. And you know what? I think actually, the Urban Chamber of Commerce. I remember
Okay.
going to an event by Mr. Will Roundtree. If you're familiar with him, he's like a goat in the real estate space. And he actually had the Urban Chamber of Commerce there. And I need to do some more connecting with them. I haven't done so much too far, but I remember they spoke about helping, like, building a community where we can like buy real, like, Black folks can buy real estate and do things like that. So
Mhm.
I see it coming. When? I don't know. I don't know. But
It's
I
up
think it's
to
a
us.
possibility.
Yeah,
It
it's up
is.
to us
It
as a
is.
whole. Tell me who's working with you on this new
Mm.
event. Shout out some partners. You know what I'm
Yes, I would
saying?
love to shout out partners. So
Yeah.
shout out to Dwayne. Okay, his name on Instagram is DACK, the CEO, and he actually hosts super dope nightlife events out
Super
here
dope
at
nightlife.
like Big Jerk.
Big Jerk Chicken.
Yeah, they host. events in Big Church.
Sheesh.
Yup, they be going crazy.
Okay.
So yeah, and he's super dope. He's a host, an event host as well. And so we're
Awesome.
doing this together. He actually hit me up probably not too long ago. He was like, I see what you're doing. This is what I'm doing. And it's like the perfect
I love
merge.
that.
You know
I
what I'm
love
saying? Talk
that.
about collaboration. Because it's
Yeah.
like he has the nightlife experience, right? And I have the business event experience.
Yep.
And we're trying to merge these two worlds together to where
Oh, it's gonna
we're
be
talking
litty.
business but having a lit time.
It's
You know
gonna
what I'm
be
saying? So
litty.
shout out to him, and it's gonna be dope. And shout out to my girl Karina as well, because we connected
Awesome.
recently about starting to do some events and stuff together. And
The
actually,
Karina
John,
Lee.
the Karina Lee,
The
yeah,
Karina
my
Lee.
girl, my girl Karina, and John too. We've been talking about getting some
Shout
stuff
out to
cooking. So
Okay,
yeah,
yeah. Hey,
yeah,
Ja's always on the move. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I
And
love
she's
me
out
some
in these
John.
streets. She's out literally in the streets, making,
Literally in these.
talking to people, running
Let me
interviews
tell
from
you.
her phone and making it happen. So
Yep.
yeah, much
Shout out
props.
to
And
John.
she was just on. She just did my 40th episode. So
Oh,
you
the
know,
40th!
great look.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you,
That's
thank you.
exciting. That's
I
exciting.
plan to get to 400.
Ooh.
Probably within the next a year and a half. You know what I'm saying?
I think you can do it
No more
quicker.
breaks. No breaks.
I think you can do it
I do
sooner.
it quicker. A
I think
podcast
so.
every other day.
Oh, that's what that. I don't know numbers. It sounded good, but you got this. You got this.
Yeah, but no, okay, that's awesome. That's dope to hear.
Yeah.
Now that we broke down, what's gonna be happening at the Black Excellence Expo. Y'all go
Mhm.
ahead and get your tickets, man.
Mhm.
Get your tickets. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
good look. A lot of people to meet. And
Mhm.
and Vegas, Vegas is as small or as big as you want to think it is. You know what I'm saying? There's
Ooh, I
always
like
somebody
that.
out there that does something, or all you got to do is shake a hand, and you be like, yo, this person in the same field I am. Let's make
Exactly.
something happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of entrepreneurs don't see that, and it's hard to get out of our own way
It
sometimes.
is.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
It's very hard to get out of our own way. But
Amen.
nevertheless, y'all, I can't wait till April 1st till that happens.
Yes.
I want to ask you. I want to ask you a quick question. You know
All
what
right.
I'm
I'm
saying?
ready. Hit me with it.
So even though there's people out there who say that they're creators, say that they're entrepreneurs, there's this, that, XYZ, and it looked pretty decent.
Mhm.
You've been around the block, you know what I'm saying? You've seen these people, you've worked with some of these people.
Mhm.
And I'm not specifically, this question is about any one person. I'm just
Okay.
saying in
I'm
general.
like, who be throwing shade
And
at?
nah, just people in general. You see them more so every day on like TikTok. We
Okay.
got these fake gurus, we got these fake entrepreneurs who
Yep.
just get numbers, et cetera, but they
Mm.
aren't really about it. So what breaks the barrier of like literally like speaking about something
Mhm.
and being about that action
Mm.
or that business that you claim you have?
Yeah.
Because is it easy for you now to meet a person and be like, okay, you talking about it, but I don't think you about it. What breaks that
Mhm.
barrier of like really being about it?
Mm.
When you're out there,
Interesting.
and
That's
you're out
such an
there
interesting
shaking hands.
question. And it's a really interesting timing too, because I'll be honest, like I consider myself still new in the entrepreneurship world. Like I'm not like I'll keep it real. I'm not a full-time entrepreneur yet, right? Well on my
Yeah,
way.
I don't think any
But I
entrepreneurs are
still
truly full time,
right, because you gotta be
unless you build spaceships like fucking like that guy that makes Tesla.
right, exactly, right.
But
But I feel like I'm still new to the game.
yeah,
But and so recently, I actually got over this hump of I would be so like starstruck in
yeah,
a sense of like not fangirling or nothing over people that make hella money, but
yeah.
like people would tell me this is what I do. I do this, this, and this. I'm
Mm.
like I'm running with it. I'm like okay, bet sounds great.
Mhm.
And recently, I learned that just because somebody makes a lot of money, just because somebody knows someone that makes a lot of money,
Mhm.
does not make them the shit. Like,
Mm.
doesn't make them, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
there's a lot more to it.
yeah,
And so I realized I recently learned that lesson. And it's interesting that you asked that question. I feel like the difference between being about it and actually, talking about it and things like that is just the things that you say. Are you actually doing them?
yeah,
Right. And there's
yeah,
also, too, another piece you can add to the conversation, which is, manifesting, right?
yeah,
Talking about it, making it, because a lot of
yeah.
people are like, I may not be here yet, but I know I'm going to be a millionaire and things like that. But
Okay.
I feel like people that are online saying, I made this much money and do I feel like you truly can't teach someone until you hit six figures doing what you say that you're
Yeah,
supposed to be doing.
yeah.
To be real, like there's a lot of people who are great at what they do and haven't made six figures yet, but how are you teaching someone? Because if you haven't made six figures yet, you know what I mean? Why are you trying to teach?
Why are
Like
you trying to
me,
teach how to do that?
I would never try to teach someone how to do an event
Make
because I
courses.
haven't made six figures with it yet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So like to speak on the fake guru piece, that's why you can't touch everybody's courses.
yeah. 1000%,
You know,
man.
like
That's how they quote unquote are living that lifestyle on camera. They're
Yeah.
selling courses. I'm gonna teach you how to be the best Airbnb in the world, not even
Mhm.
using your own houses. And I'm
Okay.
and I'm 21 years old and I make 6 figures a year.
Exactly. Like, why are we capping? And you know what else kills me? What grinds my gears? When people be buying, like, I get the whole idea behind buying followers. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
I get it.
Interesting.
But,
So
because
you're
it's
not
like,
against it
I'm not fully against it because it's like,
if there's a plan at the end of the road.
exactly. Because at the end of the day, it's like some people truly won't, like the people that you want to connect with,
Mhm.
truly won't talk to you sometimes if you don't have the follower count.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, followers means you got it like that. When we hold no
Yo.
time, people are broke with 60K followers. Let's be real. You know what I'm
Bots,
saying?
yeah.
But when people buy hella followers, it's like, bro, I can see you got 5 likes on your picture. Let's really talk about it.
Yeah, yeah,
That shit
yeah,
grinds my gears.
yeah.
I'm like, why are we doing that?
I see that a lot. I see it a lot. I make sure
Yeah.
to, and it's a lesson for
Mhm.
all up and coming
Yeah.
businessmen and women. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you want to start something, if you want to learn about something,
Mm.
don't just go to the first person on Instagram because they got 100K followers.
Talk
Do
about it.
some vetting. I
Exactly.
make sure, okay, how many plays are you getting on your reels? How many likes are you getting on your posts versus just now to like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
What's the like ratio to your following? Is that really real? That's how you could tell if someone's really just capping or not. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That and I honestly I think that, to go to your point, I think
Mhm.
that you could buy followers now
Mhm.
as long as you're making great content and really doing what you're saying, that what you're
Yes.
preaching and teaching. Are you actually doing it?
Mm.
Do you have multiple properties, or do you have multiple cars that you're
Right.
like really giving to people on
Mhm.
Turo, on Tesla, on whatever it is you want to be? I know
Exactly.
I'm not trying to generalize nobody, but we talking
Mhm.
about those spaces, right? Because
Yeah.
that's the main go-to real estate. Turo.
You know what else?
What else?
Network marketing.
Network
That's another cap
marketing.
space, and I can speak from experience. That's
'Cause I'm
another
missing that
space
one.
of
Yeah.
cap that
Are
you
those
see
the
a lot.
people that'll say like, oh, I can bring this many people to, I can bring this many clients to your business. Those type, or just the ones that say I'll promote you type thing.
Actually,
Tell me the
something different.
difference.
I got you. So, network
Yeah.
marketing is essentially. Have you ever heard like a? Well, I don't want to say that because that's not necessarily what it is, but pretty much when you go out and get people to join your team. So, like if you heard like Forex, which is not
Oh.
exactly network marketing, but that's
Oh
another
my God, that's
example.
like hand in hand with MLM. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
exactly, MLM,
It's
exactly,
goddamn
exactly.
MLMs,
That's
man.
another space for a lot of cappers. And I'll be. Can I be
MLM.
vulnerable real quick?
Be vulnerable
I
real
used to
quick.
be an MLM capper. I'm so like
I think
that
we
used to
all
be
got
me.
dragged into that shit by
Yeah.
somebody, and we were unsuspecting.
And I'll be honest, I
Somebody we
learned a lot.
trusted.
I did learn a lot. I'll be so honest. And
Yo.
I was ride or die for like a good 3 years, you know, and
Good. Okay.
I did
Okay.
make some money from the building side. Like I was at one point,
You could make
literally
money.
one point making
Yeah.
2,000 a month, but I
Yeah.
lost it. I
Yeah.
lost it super quick. And
Yeah.
so I'll say this. I'm not a hater of MLM. I'm not a hater of network marketing.
Yeah.
I truly think, and for me, where I started not knowing anything in entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
it was great for me to go that way because I learned a lot. But I also lost a lot of money. So what was
Yeah.
it the best path for me? I don't know necessarily. But I met a
Yeah.
lot of great people, learned a lot of great things,
Hell
and
yeah.
now I'm here. So I'm not mad at it because it helped make me who I am today.
Good
You
deal.
know, but would I necessarily recommend it for everybody?
Mhm.
Not necessarily. But
Pros and cons of it, right?
yeah.
Pros and
But I
cons
brought
of
that
it.
up though because
It worked
it's a
because you got
field
the
of a lot of cappers.
you yeah, and you
Yeah.
got and you got the great business mindset from it.
Yeah.
It gives you a
Mhm.
great business
Oh
mindset.
hell yeah. It
Yeah.
does. It does.
It just gets a little on the side of snaky and shady when you
Mm.
drag your auntie into it, your grandma into it, your cousin into it.
Yo, dog.
Yeah, it'd be like, and then it turns into a pyramid, and then they're like, "Hey, where's the money you said we was gonna make?"
Yeah, it's a
Sorry,
whole.
I'm making the money off you.
You actually got to put in 10 times the work to make it. Yeah. So I'm not a hater of it. It serves its purpose. But would I ever do it again?
Good
I
deal.
wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so watch out for those people. I'm glad you
Mhm.
vet your people, the people,
Mhm.
the people that I decided to talk to and
Mhm.
continue working with.
Yeah.
Turned out to be really legit and great people.
Mhm.
One of them, shout out to Keenan.
Yes.
Keenan's
Yes.
a dope guy
Yes. Very
who
dope.
makes good content,
Mhm.
and people genuinely fuck with him.
Exactly.
He was real off
Exactly.
the bat. I just want to
Mhm.
bring it. Hey, shout out to you, Keenan, man. Hey, you should watch this clip, my
Yes.
man.
Gotta
He
send it to
said,
him.
yeah, he said that. Look, I'm gonna be real. I only got like 2,000 something followers,
Mhm.
but I have what do you say? A networking I have a network worth of
Mm-hmm.
what, like a couple 100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was real authentic about it, and then you could tell
Yeah.
by his event that was thrown.
Exactly.
A great place, and great people came through. He
Mhm.
had a kickboxer come through.
Yes.
That's I don't know if he was middleweight or lightweight, but doing big things. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I'm glad you're vetting these people and
Amen.
bringing them on, letting us know who like talks the talk and who walks the walk.
Exactly.
You know what
That's a big
I'm
difference.
saying? So I want to go into unpopular opinions.
Ooh,
Unpopular
okay.
opinions is your chance to be the most controversial. Your chance
Ooh,
to,
getting a little spicy.
yeah, your chance to say how you really feel
All right.
about
All
these
right.
things. Okay, I got two of them, but I want to step outside of the entrepreneurship real quick, and
Okay.
this is
You
this is a
smiling? I'm
general, yeah,
scared. Oh
because
my god.
because a lot of our friends do this, and it may hurt their feelings. It might not. This is a big fight around the world right now. What's your unpopular opinion about tipping DoorDash drivers? There's
That's so
videos on
funny.
the
Really?
internet of DoorDash
That's
drivers, Uber Eats
controversial?
drivers. Yes, there's viral videos on the internet. I spend a lot of time on Twitter. That's my favorite
Oh,
app in the
see, and
world.
I'm never on
Spend a
Twitter.
lot of time on Twitter.
Yeah.
But you can probably even YouTube this.
Okay. Okay.
There's drivers who get so pissed off that the tip was not made, and somehow they could see it before the food is dropped off,
Yeah.
or right when the food is dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
They would like throw food out the window, eat it. This craziest video I saw, the guy dropped off the food at an apartment door, like, checked off foods here, and then he looked at his phone, looked up, bang, 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 bang. Uh, DoorDash said no tip. So what? You have cash tip? Nigga bugging. I was like, yo,
Oh,
you definitely ain't earned no
hell
tip
no.
now. So
Hell no.
what's your unpopular opinion about like tipping DoorDash drivers? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a whole thing. And
It
honestly,
is.
I rarely use DoorDash. I've literally used it maybe like 2
Really?
times because I've been lazy recently.
Okay. What's your
But
unpopular opinion about tipping servers who did not give you the best service? Should they get a tip because they're your servers, or should they get a tip for good service? Tell me about it.
Okay, so I used to be a server.
Okay.
All right. But people be like, I used to be a server, you should tip. I feel like I will tip you based off, like, for me personally, I will tip you period. But if you're not giving, I mean, if you piss me off, you're not getting a tip from me. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're just okay, like you did your job, like, all right, I know you work for tips, I'm at least give you like 15%.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you give me amazing service, all right, boom, let's hit you with the 20%, whatever. But you know what? Really? So I would say yeah, but I wouldn't be mad at somebody that was like, oh, you didn't give me good service. Like, I'm not going to tip you. You know what I'm saying? But I do get like, damn, you can't tip somebody when they give you good service. Because I feel like going out, especially in America, I mean, it shouldn't be like this. But at the end of the day, we know their pay is, and we know it's not our fault, right? But at the same time, it's like you going out to eat, you're sitting at this table, you're asking for drinks. I feel like you should expect that to be a part of your bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be. And what would kill me is some of my friends back in the day. We was in college, so I get being broke. You know what I'm saying? But it's like my friends would be like, "Oh, I'm too broke to give tip." But I feel like you too broke to go out to eat. You should have ordered takeout.
I laugh because you are a little bit on the fence, huh? About
Yeah,
it. You see both sides.
Yeah, but
That's
I feel
why
like
I'm
you should.
cracking
If I
up right
had
now.
to lean on one, I would say yes. But you know what kills me though?
Yeah.
What really kills me is the folks that, like, if you take it to go, or if you're like just at the regular counter getting some ice cream or something where you can't eat in, you gotta take it to go.
Yeah.
Why am I putting a tip in your tip jar?
Yeah, I believe that too. Yeah.
For what? For you giving me my
Alright.
food? Ain't that your job?
Yeah.
But if I don't tip you, just gonna leave it back there? I mean, it's different though. If somebody's like amazing, top tier, their energy is crazy, like, I'm asking all these questions and stuff, like, yeah, I'll probably tip you. But like expecting it just because you handed me my food and say have a
Come
great
on now.
day, come on now.
Yeah.
Be fucker for real.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
1000%. I stand with you on that. Just
I'm
because I
like,
made the order to go, nah, I can't tip you, shorty. I'm just hungry. I just
that's
came
why
in
I
here.
didn't eat in.
All they did was put it in the box and you bagged it. Thanks. But yeah. I feel like I'm more on the side of you got to give good service as a server. I've met many horrible servers that,
Ooh.
and it's like I tell people this all fucking day. If you hate your job, don't work here. Work somewhere else. Don't work somewhere you hate. You're gonna make it worse for the customer.
Exactly.
I've walked away from jobs because I hated it. I didn't want to put that shit on nobody else and give anybody else a bad time, a bad day, or even do bad work. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you got to give. I'm sorry on my servers out there.
see
You
it.
got to give good service.
I do see
You
it.
got to give great service to get that tip. And when I tip you, it's gonna be above 10%. May even be above 20%. I'm gonna make sure you're taken care of.
Yeah, especially if you look good and you give me good service.
Come on now.
Shit, what's good? I might put my number on there too. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good point. That's why I see both sides. But I think just me. I think you know what my problem is. I'm too nice. I am way too nice. Like unless you piss me off, like I'll give you at least 10%. You know what I'm saying? But that's my problem. But I do see both sides.
Yeah. You know, and you make a great point. You know. Yeah, but don't be too nice to where niggas take advantage of you.
That's so true. Ever. And actually, shout out to Keenan because he did some event mentorship for me for a little bit.
Yes.
And that was one of the biggest lessons he taught me was stop being so nice.
Yes.
And actually, it's so funny because I actually have a screenshot on my screensaver on my phone. It says, "Become a shark. Stop being so nice."
Ooh.
Yeah.
The price is the price.
Oh wait, let me see if I clear it out.
And like Fat Joe said, put the camera on me, love. Like Fat Joe said,
I can't clear it out. But
yesterday's price is not today's price.
Period.
That's where entrepreneurs should not be so nice that when it comes to price.
Yes.
When it comes to price, that's crazy.
It really is crazy. It really is.
Okay, unpopular opinion. I just started this one. I'm not going to ask you the other one. I just started this one. Unpopular opinion about the homie hookup. Yo, Simone. I couldn't buy the early bird ticket, which was like 20-something bucks. Just let me slide in. Let me slide in, Simone. Let me slide in your event. How you feel about homie hookups?
I think with homie hookups, I would say number one, I would look at them and be like, okay, but you're spending money at all these. Like, if somebody, let's say, if Rolling Loud came out here tomorrow and they're like early bird tickets is $20, you know damn well you're gonna pay that $20
to see somebody you ain't even met before, but you know everything about. They don't know you. Don't get me started on that rant about how people support these random celebrities.
They don't give a shit about them. They don't even know they live. And it's like, you got your favorite celebrity. You posted them every day. You
don't even know you alive, nigga.
You know what kills me? When they be saying, posting happy birthday to their favorite celeb. They don't even know who the fuck you are.
Oh, yeah, that's wild. When they put it on their timeline, that's wild.
But I got to ask you to repost my flyer list. Come on now. Like, come on. You know what I'm
put on your story at least. It's 24 hours.
Come on.
Yeah.
But back to your actual question. I would look and be like, okay, what value do you add? 'Cause at the end of the day, you know, like, are you able to work the door for me? Are you? Because I know not everybody has it like that all the time. I get it. But at the same time, it's like the value. It's the perceived value. So again, back to the Rolling Loud example, the perceived value is I'm going to have a lit ass time with all these artists, da-da-da-da. So people are so quick to spend money on it, right? So I would say, what value are you adding? Are you able to run the door for me? Maybe you own a business and you can be a speaker, or I'm sure if they were a speaker though, they wouldn't have a problem paying $20. But if they was already running a multi 6-figure business. But that's how I would say it. Like I would just be like, what value can you add?
Yeah.
And why
if I bring you in, can you do something for me? Can you make sure that DJ gets his drinks at least? Can you make sure I get my drinks? Can you help me this, that, and that's the third?
Because these events is stressful. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's honestly that's what I would say. That's what I would say.
Okay, I like that answer. It's real, it's honest, it's transparent. So y'all remember that. But nevertheless, that leads me to our wrap-up section. It's a classic from Dope Hangouts, one that I miss doing so much, and kind of what got the ball rolling for for me and loving talking to entrepreneurs and artists. So this is the lightning round. This is either or, okay?
Okay.
The people, my people, your people are going to take a deep dive into the mind of Simone and really get to know her, and probably some things that we never knew before. You know what I'm saying? If you do already know Simone, you're probably gonna hear something new from her today. So I need you to be fast-paced with these answers. Don't take too much time to think about it. Don't take too much time. It was either or. I'm gonna give you two subjects. I'm gonna give you two subjects.
Got you.
And you go ahead and pick one that is your personality, that is your vibe. All right. So we'll start off like this, something simple. All right. Simone, does she like it hot or cold?
Hot.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Does she prefer listening to R&B or hip hop?
Hip hop hood shit. Yeah.
That ratchet shit.
That ratchet shit. That should make me want to throw ass, you know what I'm saying? Or shoot up a club. You know, one or the other. You know what I'm saying? I be headed to my corporate
Some King
job
Von
with my
shit.
key Glock on. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
there you go.
yeah, that's
At
me.
8 in the morning.
At 8 in the morning. Actually, it's 7. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's me. That's me.
I like that. Books or audiobooks?
Books.
Audible. Okay,
Books,
okay. You like to
yeah.
turn the pages and feel
Yeah, I
the
be getting
feel the paper.
distracted.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Does Simone prefer a phone call or text message?
Text. Please don't call me.
I ain't gonna lie in the same way.
Like, what can't we text about?
The same way. But you know, if it's important, quick answer.
Yeah.
I'll answer the phone real quick.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, let's get on the phone. I'll call you. You call me.
Exactly.
Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat. You say you don't
Instagram.
use Twitter.
I
so
don't use Twitter.
Instagram.
I used to be a Snapchat hoe, but now I love Instagram. That's the only one I use.
Who still uses Snapchat?
I be so shook. I be on
Is
there
that-
just lurking
I
sometimes.
know,
Like, what are
yeah.
these people? And it'd be people from like middle school, not middle school, maybe like high school. And I'm like, I'm still on
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So using it as your everyday social media? I don't know.
That's
Something
yeah,
wrong
it's
with
a
you.
little sus to me.
They must have made a lot of friends on their Snapchat. Like more
Right,
friends than I
right.
had on my Snapchat. Shit. What is Simone's pet peeve?
Oh, my pet peeve.
Yeah.
When people don't flush the toilet, that's just disgusting.
Oh
I
shit.
hate that shit.
Especially in those public bathrooms where it's just one toilet.
Yeah, right.
Dog.
And like, I'm so specific. Like, people be like, "Oh, let's use a public bathroom." I'll be like, "Can you go check to make sure it's okay?" Because I'm bougie when it comes to bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have to have my own bathroom. Cause I have roommates right now. I have to have my own bathroom, everything. So that's why I hate when people do that. When they don't flush the toilet. Like, how hard is it?
Yeah.
You know?
That's funny. I can imagine you going to the bathroom right now. There's just yellow.
Oh, I'll be ready to turn the whole thing upside down. I'm like, why? I don't even have to pee no more.
You don't even flush it?
I don't even know. I can't do it. It's just disgusting. Disgusting.
That's funny. What does Simone find oddly satisfying? Any weird thing that you find oddly satisfying? Everyone has one.
Do I want to admit this? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so them, don't judge me. You know them videos where they be like picking people's scalp because they have like
Oh,
the
shit.
dry scalp and they be like the
Yeah.
big clumps of dandruff and shit
I
that be
see those
coming
as
off.
ads sometimes on
Yeah.
like the Instagram and shit.
So I don't know why it's so satisfying to me. Or for example, when I take my braids down and you got all that dirt and shit up in it.
the product dandruff.
Yeah,
I get
and
that
it
in
just
my
be
locks.
coming down. I'll just be like, or when I wake up in the morning, I got eye crust. I'm like, yes.
So do you take? Yeah, inquiring minds want to know. Do you take it off and look at it and play with it in your hands?
Yes. It's
Holy
so satisfying
shit.
to me.
Holy.
But not when it's wet though. Like, but when
Okay,
it's
not
like
when it's
hard
wet.
and crusty.
It has to be
Like,
hard or crusty.
Yeah. And then I also
think-
like watching earwax removal videos
Oh,
when it's hard
shit.
and crusty. That's the last thing I've admit. I feel like I just told my whole life story.
See, I told you. Hey, a lot of people that know Simone, y'all ain't probably never heard this before.
Hey, never. I only told one other person, and I don't even fuck with him no
For
more.
Christmas, you getting that in a jar. You getting all that.
See, I like to see
product
the
dandruff
removal,
in the-
though.
Oh, okay, just the
It's-
removal.
Yeah, the removal. So send me like
Um,
a collection of videos.
You know what's funny? I get my I used to until I started doing it myself. I finally
Mhm.
got that. I got the pen with the camera, but
Mm.
I had excessive earwax my whole life.
Yeah.
So I used to get it removed, and so next time I use the camera pen, it remove my
Yeah,
earwax.
send me that
I record a
video.
video and send it to
Yeah,
you.
as long
I
as
be
it's
having
hard
chunks
though.
of
I
it
don't
and
like
shit.
the wet shit.
No,
That's
I've been having hard
disgusting.
chunks.
Yeah.
That's great,
They
and I
gonna
don't
look at
even
it
like
like, what
looking
the
at
fuck?
that myself. I don't like watching it
Really?
back. No, but I mean I can get it out myself. Don't gotta go to the doctor, make an appointment. But
Ah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, now we know. Now that's funny.
Ain't nobody do that.
Aren't you
so one
picturing
person-
those ads right now? Whenever those earwax ads come up, I'm like, fuck, scroll.
And I'm like, run that back real quick.
That is amazing. All right, Simone. Religion or atheism?
Religion.
Beautiful,
Mhm.
beautiful. God-fearing woman.
Yes, that's me.
This one I like to give people, just about 30, 60 seconds to think about this one.
Okay.
If you could, you can only do one. You had the power too.
Mm.
You had the power in your hands like Thanos with his 5 stones.
Okay.
And you can snap your
okay.
fingers and make it happen.
Yeah.
Would you either end world hunger or find the cure for cancer? If you could only pick one. Dun, 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 dun.
I would say
Snap of the
cancer.
finger.
I would say end world cancer.
End
Or sorry, not
cancer.
end cancer. What was
Oh,
it?
sorry, the
Find a
cure for
cure for
cancer. The cure for
cancer. Yeah.
cancer.
And you
There
know
you go.
why I would say that is
Yeah.
because I mean both are very, very, very sad and
Mhm.
very shitty.
Mhm.
But I would probably say cancer because, you know, when it comes to food, there's at the end of the day, there's ways you can find food, right? It may not be the healthiest, it may not be the most sanitary, but when it comes to cancer, there's literally nothing you can do.
Mm.
You know, like
Mm.
there's literally not like you can't go out and buy a cancer cure. You can't go out and just like you can
1000.
go out like I mean, of course, finding food for everyone isn't as easy. Clearly, or else we wouldn't have
Yeah.
world hunger.
Yeah.
But cancer, you really can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
You know?
1000%. And
Yeah.
no, and that's a great answer. There's no wrong answer
Yeah.
because I know if in a perfect world both would happen. But I
Facts.
totally hear you. So your kind of argument is, if people had the resources, then they can grow their food.
Exactly.
But
Mm-hmm.
you get just cancer, and I've lost my aunt and my grandmother to
Oh, I'm
cancer.
sorry.
So yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
So basically, yeah, with cancer, it's so much harder. So
Mm.
much harder.
What would you say?
Uh, I'd have to go with cancer
Yeah.
because my family, it's crazy. It's crazy. Sidebar: my aunt had breast cancer,
Oh, okay.
and my grandmother, she loved Vegas so much, but she got the goddamn secondhand smoke lung cancer. Can you fucking
I
believe that?
didn't
And
know
she
you could
was
get
like
that.
70 something.
Damn.
Yeah, she got the damn secondhand smoke is worse than the just smoking
Dang,
yourself.
I bet she never smoked a day in her life, huh?
Nope. She
See,
never
that's
smoked
so
cigarettes.
shitty. That's damn.
Yeah, it's fucking shitty. The
Damn.
world. So I wish I had the
Mm.
cure for cancer as well.
Yeah.
So good call, good
Yeah.
call. And last but not least, let's wrap it up on the high note. Simone, the world wants to know, what is the end goal for Simone?
Ooh, the end goal. I feel like there's so many. So I want to be a full-time serial entrepreneur. Like there's so
Yes.
many different things I'm interested in. Like it's honestly took me the longest to even kind of get started in the world of entrepreneurship because I'm so indecisive and I'm
Yeah.
working on that. But I was like, what do I want to do? But like long term, I definitely want to like open up clubs. I want to open up restaurants. I'm interested in real estate.
Okay.
I'm actually looking to move with my roommates to the Dominican Republic next year, and we're looking into buying a house, and stuff
You
like
did
that.
tell me that you're leaving Vegas at
Yes,
some point.
yes. So I'm interested in so many different things. So I would say a full time serial entrepreneur in all these different industries. And my ideal goal would be I can start the business, scale the business, and then sell it off. Because at the end of the day, the goal of entrepreneurship is for freedom, right? And I don't want to be
Yep.
tied to, I have to go in the restaurant today. I
Yep.
have to do this, right? And so that would be the ultimate goal is just get a experience. And because I want, before I die, I want to try all these different things, and even if it doesn't work out, at least I can say, hey, I fucking tried it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So,
1000%.
but specifically with these events and it's so crazy because after I stopped network marketing, I truly felt like I lost my purpose. Because in
Wow.
network marketing, I was a little. I mean, I didn't hit the highest ranks or anything, but like I felt like I was somebody. Like I was at a position where people were, asking me for phone calls, asking me to run trainings and all these different things. And when I stopped network marketing, I'm like, who the hell am I? Like nobody's asking me for advice. Nobody's, wanting to reach out to meet me. People were actually running away from me because I was hitting them up to join my team. You know what I'm saying?
Got
So
to
I'm
one of
like, what
those,
is my
yeah.
purpose? And then when I sat down one day and actually shout out to Madison and Tiara, we actually, we did a event together. It was back in December, and that's actually what inspired me to start doing these networking events. And I was like, I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
Like, I love this. I've always been into events because hospitality is what I studied in school, and I just I love it, and not just any event, but something I'm passionate about, which is bringing Black people together to learn and to grow and to have a good time. And so I was like, damn, like I feel like this is my purpose. And I also knew that it was my purpose because I started being connected to the right people that I would have never ever thought I'd ever meet. I started, seeing having doors open for me.
Mhm.
The first event that I did by myself back in what was it, December? I'm sorry, that first event was August. My last event that I did by myself for the first time was December.
Mhm.
Packed it out with like 60 people. And I'm like, no, like, and in
Wow.
school, I was someone who knew a lot of people, but out of school, that's a whole different world.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know a lot of people in Vegas. And I'm like, God, like, dang, like, are you showing me like this is what I'm supposed to be doing? Like,
I think
what?
so.
You know what I
That
mean?
was a perfect
So,
sign.
So long story short, of course, being a serial entrepreneur, and then with the events, I want this to be something where we're bringing thousands of people out. We're traveling with this. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
showing the Black community you can be whatever the hell it is that you want to be. You can do whatever the hell it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just come out, learn, network, and let's make it happen. And that's another thing too with these events is I don't want it to just end at this is an event. This was fun. I had a great time. I learned some things. Now I'm done. I want this to be where, okay, you're coming to these events, you're starting your LLC.
Yeah.
You're coming to these events, you took you did something. You got some business funding. You know, you're leaving with something tangible saying I did something to build my business that wasn't just meeting new people. You know what I
1,000.
mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the vision with that, and also too starting to bring, like influencers and things like that into these events. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be big. Just look
Uh-huh.
out. All right, this is
Uh-huh.
only the third event, and
Yep.
it's already been super dope. And I'm someone who's super creative, super innovative. I'm like, okay, how can we make this bigger and better and different? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
y'all
That's the
stay
key word.
tuned because we got some big things coming for these Black networking events. It's about to be dope.
Love to hear
Yes.
it. And y'all, please, stay tuned with Simone, man.
Mhm.
April 1st, the Black Excellence Expo. And
Yes.
and that's just to quickly follow up off what you said, man.
Mhm.
That's true.
Mm.
Black creators, what I'm saying? You could be literally anything you want. No matter where you
Literally.
come from, no matter if you're starting something now, you can always transition and figure
Yeah.
out like, hey, I'm actually better at this. Let me jump over
Mm.
here and don't feel any like pressure or guilt from your peers because you
Facts.
don't want to do this one thing no more. Well, shit, it ain't working. Do what
Mm.
works, and basically you could do anything you put your mind to. So,
Mm.
ladies and gentlemen, that's the Dope Hangouts episode for today. Simone, really quick, the floor is yours to tell the people one more time where to
Okay.
find you
Okay.
and a little bit more about the Black Expo. I don't think we talked about speakers or anything like that. So
Yes.
tell the
Yes.
people, tell the people what's
All
good.
right, people, this was good. So, where you can find me, Simone, Simone, like Simon with an E, and then a period, says, Sayz, like Simon says, but better because, I'm her, okay? You know what I'm saying? And so, as far as the event on April 1st, so we're going to, of course, have networking. We're going to have a panel of 6+ figure earners and above. We've already got locked in someone who owns a dope ass Black owned clothing brand. We have someone locked in who's going to be talking about wholesale and real estate. And I'm going to keep the other industry secret for now. You got to stay
Mm.
tuned.
Yep.
But we always want to, bring dope people to the stage who are passionate about not only making money, but also sharing and also impacting. Because that's one of the biggest things I learned is you can make all the money in the world, but if you don't care about impact, then why are you speaking at my event? You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
So yeah, it's about to be super dope. Great, great, great vibes. Come as you are. You don't
Yeah.
need to own a business.
Yeah.
You don't even need to know what business you want to own. You can literally just say, hey, my name is Sarah and I'm interested in business. I don't know what the heck I want to do with my life.
Yep.
Come through. You can even be, a professional. You could be like, oh, I don't want to own a business, but in the job that I have now, I know that meeting other people would propel this forward. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So
Yep.
come as you are. It's going to be a vibe. It's going to be super, super dope. It's a non-judgmental space. And we're going to be Black as fuck. That's what we finna do at this event. We wanna have some Black ass fun with our Black ass people
I can't wait.
and have a good ass time. So I appreciate you for having me on today, man. I love this. This was super dope. This was super dope.
Super dope at the Dope Hangouts.
At the dope. Oh, see what I did there?
Yeah, I thought you'd never say that, but no, thank you so much, Simone. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you April 1st. And as I always say, man, the motto is no one's got us like us. So this your man C, and I'm signing out.